everybody. Welcome back to the Indie Fam series right here at Broadsides, Wake Forest, North Carolina, downtown White Street. And as we're finding out, Wake Forest, North Carolina's energy is becoming accelerating for the artist hub of the Triangle. Now, I don't want to, impose on anybody else's region or what have you, but Wake Forest, especially what we're doing here to give it up to the independent artist and their journey. We talk about the artist. We get to know that artist. We get to know what the passion of that artistry is for that artist, what fuels their passion, what it is that they want to give back to you as the audience. And specifically right now, we're really into that conversation between artist to artist. When you turn this on YouTube, if you don't consider yourself as an artist, welcome to the table of other artists talking about artistry stuff. You dig? And today, I'm so excited and I'm so honored to welcome one of Triangle, North Carolina's most premier artists of multi-talented fashion. His name is Michael George, but affectionately and respectfully called The General, right here in the Triangle. Mike, thank you for joining us, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate you for having me, man.
You got it.
Lord knows, I'm grateful.
Right on, man. And you know one thing I know when you mention that word grateful, brother, the people who are able to be a part of your artistry, when you give it out there to the public, walk away grateful.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel, man?
I first off, it makes me feel that I've, given all that I can, and hopefully that they leave in a sense of gratefulness, and gratitude, that they feel like they grew at least another inch, not just in appreciation for music and artistry, but just in life. You know what I mean? I like considering what I do life artistry rather than just a specific style or specific genre and all those things. And it's all from the heart too. So at the end of the day, as long as you hear and feel my heart, I want you to be able to receive that, and you're able to pour your heart back out. The gift that God's given me is not supposed to be a cul-de-sac. It's a boulevard to pass on to other people, and allow them to feel free to do it too. You know what I mean? So,
not a cul-de-sac, but a boulevard.
Yeah.
I love that, brother, because it's about leaving that gate open, ain't it, man?
Most definitely.
What does that artistic gate mean to you? And why is it so important to leave it open, and who you leaving it open to?
I think mainly because music in general, or even artistry outside of music, it can be such a melting pot to where you can bring so many different things. Like, and we in the South, so it has that sensible place of gumbo. You can bring yourself, and different components of yourself into what you do. Right. And you bring it all in one place or one centered, environment, and allow people to just hear the practicality of it, the humanity in it. Right on. As well as just the passion. I'm always big. I can be a perfectionist, but I'm about passion over perfection. Come on. And if I can hear and see and sense the passion in what you're doing, I can appreciate it holistically. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Yeah. Given that thing, I've been in the audience several times while you were giving your performance, man. And I'm one of those who feel that Michael George-ness that's thrown off the stage, right? When you feel that as a live performer, coming back to you, what does that do for you, man?
Well, I want to start it this way.
Go ahead.
It was funny when you said Michael George-ness. Now, this is no shot to you because you're the big brother. That
no, go ahead.
So the way my name is pronounced is Georges, but a lot of people don't always, always, they kind of, I always say jokingly, I say they be missing the S.
I got you.
But it's okay.
No, got you, right on.
But when you said George-ness, I was like, that I was close. I like that.
So Georges-ness.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I love that. I'm about to steal that.
No, go ahead. You got it.
I'm about to start putting that on status. Hashtag Georges-ness. Got to get familiar. Got to get hip.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, so what I get from it, man, is a sense that I know ultimately our creator, God himself, is pleased with what I give.
Okay.
And that Again, the passion over perfection. Like, even no matter how skilled I am, no matter how well educated I am in what I do, I want people to feel it rather than just hear it.
Come on.
If you can feel what I'm doing, what I'm singing, whatever I'm performing, dancing, rapping, whatever it may be, I want people to leave that they felt an experience, not just saw it. And that's always a great thing that I gain from that. I don't care too much about, you know, people, oh man, you sang great, or man, you played great, or this and that. The one thing I've learned in any genre that I've done is when someone comes to me and is like, man, I felt what you did. Or there was one particular gentleman, even here, not long ago, months ago on White Street. I was here with the corporate band I work with. And when I got done, someone came to me and said, what you said at the end of the show, I felt that. And he said, and I can only attest that, like, you have a story behind what you do.
Come on, man.
And that's the most important compliment or affirmation I can ever get, that somebody can know that I have a story. And what I do is I leave it all on the stage. You know what I mean? So that's good for me.
That's it. And that's why we're here, brother, to talk about the story of the artist. Individually, but we know it's going to connect all around. That basket's going to be full. That artist to artist is going to be able to understand that each of us as an artist have our journey.
Yes, sir.
But with your journey, tell me, let's start where your journey started from first. Like, where were you born? Where were you raised? All of what did you do?
Well, so interestingly enough, originally a Northeast kid, you know what I'm saying? New York by way of New Jersey. And I always say, man, the tri-state as a whole, from New York to Jersey to Philly, Delaware, it raised me. I've, you know, lived in various parts of that whole area, but also even in whatever space I lived in, all of those different areas still birthed and raised me musically.
Gotcha.
And a lot of it was geared initially through the church. In addition to the church, it was always between my father, God bless, God rest his soul, and my grandmother as well. A lot of them, they introduced me and kept me in around all genres. Church was always the forefront, you know, primary for both sides of my family, but other styles of music. My father loved Earth, Wind, and Fire. He loved Frankie Beverly and Mays. To this day, whenever I hear a Frankie Beverly and Mays song, or if I sing it, sometimes I had to catch myself because I get a little emotional anytime, because he would play those songs religiously. And so that was kind of the thing, like through the avenue of, I fell in love with the drums first. And for the longest, you know, I was too small for people to let me play, but I would be either in the corner or I'd be at my grandmother's. And she always used to tell the story of how I was a little kid. She's from St. Thomas, so she would always say, you know, Michael, he would always be banging on pots and pans and everything around the house when we played music. But the beautiful part was he was in rhythm.
There you go.
He was always in rhythm. And she was always fascinated by that. My great-grandmother on my mom's side, it felt like she was prophetically inclined because she knew that I had music in me, but never saw it up until one day. I was about 3, I think, and I was at a funeral with her. And I can get to that, like being at a funeral with her, she was on the organ, she sung, had a very baritone voice, and she was singing on the organ, singing Down by the Riverside. I remember it like as if I just turned 4. And she was singing, and as she was singing, in the microphone, she said, Mikey. That was like my family's name to me growing up. Said, Mikey, get on the drums. So I'm a little kid, like, let me get on the drums. I get on the drums, and it's the old school seats where you spin them around to get taller or higher. It was so low, I couldn't even see over the toms. But I got on, and I was playing with her, keeping beat. And the rest was history. And so from playing drums to then being forced to sing. I didn't have no choice. I didn't have no choice but to not only sing, but I had to learn hymns, which growing up, I hated them. I am so appreciative of them now. You know, and so then that transition from singing to playing trumpet and playing guitar, bass, keyboard. I didn't start playing keyboard or piano until I was a freshman in high school. And I played piano because my mother, Cheryl Georges, was the greatest voice I ever heard in my life. And I used to get irritated how she sung and nobody was there to accompany her. I saw a lot of times that she sung and nobody accompanied her. So one day I was at my uncle's church on the drums practicing, and I got up off the drums and sat in front of his baby grand piano at the church and started teaching myself and sounding everything out.
Go ahead.
First song I ever played was the refrain to "Oh Come All You Faithful."
Okay.
Oh, come, let us adore him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and I'm singing it out and playing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
From that point on, that just kind of stayed with me. And between being told to learn hymns, being introduced to jazz, being introduced to classical, concert band, chorus, everything just, I fell in love with it all.
Got you, brother.
And it just never left me.
Come on, man. Not only did you fall in love with it all, but it was almost like you were catching up to what it was meant to be.
Yes.
Do you feel that way sometimes?
I feel that way now.
What do you mean?
Because growing up, I loved music.
Yeah.
But I also, transparently, it was still a second thing to me.
Okay.
Growing up I grew up in a lot of project neighborhoods and things like that. So I always tell people, man, music, ultimately God, but music saved my life because the streets I was attached to. I was addicted to it. I loved running the streets, doing all knows what. We're not gonna go down that rabbit hole. But it just, those are the things that I was attracted to. Right. And then I was a hip hop kid too. Growing up around the Bronx as well as Jersey, hip hop was always around. Right. So I felt like over time, even though I loved music, I was still running elsewhere. And every time I ran elsewhere, even when I was going elsewhere, even the other guys that I ran the streets with, I'm an ex-gang member, all that stuff, they knew. Yeah. They knew when I wasn't trying to hear it. Man, they see me now. Yeah. Like, man, we knew you was gonna be doing this, bro. We knew this, man, And so I to see it now and to understand, like, man, this was destined for me all along, and I didn't understand it. And now I understand it. And so now that I have that understanding, like, I cherish it, and I do it with more passion than I ever did before. There was a time, transparently, and I'm starting to tell people this now, but for a long time, even though I was forced to sing, I didn't enjoy singing. I didn't enjoy my voice. Other people did, but I didn't. I was like, yeah, I know I got an ability, but whatever. But between life, the pandemic, it forced me to really listen to myself.
There you go.
And hear not my skill, but every aspect of emotion behind my voice. The joy, the sorrow, the pain, the good things, the passion, the trouble. You know what I mean? Everything that I come from became a melting pot for myself.
There you go.
And so when I sing now, I use the term now, I just don't care. What I mean by that is, anytime I open my mouth, I want you to feel it.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
There
so
you go, man.
I caught up with it.
Brother Mike, let me tell you something, man. The whole vulnerability as an artist.
Yes, sir.
And what you just gave to us, which you can't help but be real. That's just your DNA. That's just Mike. But to furthermore put it into words like you just did about your artistic vulnerability, brother. That in itself, to be able to be vulnerable, well, with me, I'm gonna go on my own. It was very rough for me to be vulnerable to myself. When my artistry started to grow, when I started to grow into, wait a minute, hold up, this is who you are. Right. You may have been raised around so-and-so, yeah, that's them, blah, 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 blah. But all the stuff that they've told you about you, when you really get to know who you are, that was a bigger thing to me. Not just how you sing or how you perform, who you are, but how do you hurt? Yeah. What scares you? Yes, sir. The vulnerability of it all as an artist, which you just so honestly put. How important, or what advice can you give other artists who maybe haven't reached that point of understanding the importance of artistic vulnerability in presenting out to others, man?
There's 3 words I can give that started off. Don't run from it. Or maybe that's 4 words. I
can dig it right.
See, I'm artistic. Sometimes I move so fast, skipping words, or I put them together. I don't know. I put from it is 1 word.
That's the word.
But don't run from it. Man, I've ran from it a lot. There were times where early in my artistry where I took it seriously, or I thought, I wasn't taking it seriously. I just accepted the call. Put it that way.
Right.
I was obedient by accepting the call to be an artist. Even when I started doing music full time per se, I was comfortable just being the drummer and the music director. I was like, let me be in the background. Let me be heard, not seen. I was comfortable there. And then even when I started accepting the call of being an artist myself, I felt like I either felt like I had to put a facade up as if performance was covering me. You know, like performance, a lot of times people look like, when they use the term performer, especially people who are not artists, they look at the term performer as if we're putting on, putting on a front.
There you go.
When performance is really just practicing and enhancing the craft that God has given you.
That's it.
You know what I mean? So in my vulnerability over time and realizing my individuality, how unique I am, times where I felt like I was comparing and contrasting myself to other people.
Come on now.
And I'm like, why am I doing that?
Yes.
When I know God made me uniquely who I am.
There you go.
You know, and so even in that, I was able to make a shift and not run from the past struggles that I've dealt with, the experiences I've dealt with, the times where I almost lost my life, the times I almost took my own life.
Come on, brother.
You know, all those different things.
Yes.
And being able to do it in whatever space and stage, explaining and showing to people like, man, listen, the beautiful part about what I do and why I'm so passionate is because there was a part of my life that I didn't want to do this.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do it. I was like, that's why I said I accepted it, but I ran from it. I was like, God, I mean, you know, I don't necessarily, you know, this is for everybody else. Those that want to do it, y'all can have it. You know, I did it so often, so fluently. My friends got frustrated with me, like, you should be up there. I don't want to, you know, but now it's a factor of, I understand the call that God has given me to do. In whatever stage, whatever capacity, and that's the core for me. You know, I know sometimes religiosity can kind of get clouded, and people feel like because you include God, that it has to be in the church. Right. I don't disrespect the church. I stand on it. I support it. I stand on the shoulders of the church.
Gotcha.
At the same time, God has given me a gift to touch people beyond just those four walls.
There you go.
And people can see the passion in what I do, no matter what genre I'm doing. I'm not provocative. I'm not, out of pocket. And so, man, I just tell people, don't run from it. Like, whatever you have went through, whatever you experience, those things go with your story of your music, of how you do it. And it doesn't always have to mean that lyrically you have to tell your part.
Come on.
You just have to
now break that down to me. I'm sorry, I said it before you did it because I'm right there with you. Do that for us again.
I think lyrically, I don't think that lyrically you have to tell your part. You just have to show the vulnerability in how you present yourself sometimes. Like if you want to tell your story, it doesn't mean you have to tell it through the lyrics of your song. Sometimes you could be telling lyrics about something that's inspiring you, the stars, the trees, somebody else's relationship that you never really particularly experienced. When I learned that the story about the song, like the album Usher, Confessions, that majority of that album was not about him. Majority of that album was about the producer.
Okay.
But everybody for the longest time thought it was about him because he allowed that storyline to go where it went. And so for that long, people followed him thinking it was him. And it was like, dang, that's the genius of what he did because he allowed the passion of his own personal experiences to come through the lyrics that somebody else wrote.
There you go.
And so it doesn't always have to be that. Sometimes it could just be, giving it from a passionate place, from a vulnerable place. It's like, this is all I have.
There you go.
It doesn't have to be a perfect voice. It doesn't have to be a bad voice. It just has to be your voice.
There you go.
So that's...
Yeah, come on, man. When you put that tag in that this is all I have, that took me back as well because I believe as artists, we have to give all that we are.
Yeah.
And that to me scared me for the longest. It scared me for the longest, man. And you just took me back right there, man, because we were youngins. When I mean we, it was my brother Chris, my sister Julie, and myself. We grew up in Memphis. And Memphis music, Memphis soul, Memphis everything was just surrounding us. In the church, we PK, so it was there. And we had the opportunity to go to studio to sing for Al Green. And his guitar player was, it was a bond. He and his wife became like big brother and sister. But that education that day of when we sang our little song. We've been practicing our little instruments.
Yeah.
And we sat down and we sang it for him. And at the end of it, his advice was literally what you just said.
Wow.
He knew we were youngins. I was like maybe 13.
Yeah.
My brother was 9. My sister was 3 years under him. But the advice was, brother, y'all good. But when you get older, you'll realize how you got to give everything you got.
Got to give everything you got.
What keeps you giving everything you've got, man? That's not easy to do. And when you tell another artist sometime, am I wrong? They'd be like, what does that mean? Where's that coming from? What break it down to us.
Man, everything I have, well, transparently, one of the things is I start and end with prayer.
Okay.
You know, and really it's just a conversation with my creator. Like, hey, I could be tired.
Yeah.
I could be restless. I could be stressed out. I could have had moments of depression. Any of those emotions or feelings that they're real, they're valid. And my conversation with God is like, hey, all I have is whatever's left in my heart and in my spirit at the moment. So I need you to just work through what I'm doing. Work through and with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And so that point, it's immediate. Before I even step on a stage, I know, just leave it there.
Leave it there.
Like,
there you go.
Like the stage for me, is kind of similar to the altar.
Come on, brother.
I leave it all there.
There you go.
And
yeah,
when I'm done, even when I'm done, when I'm talking to different, supporters, fans, all those different things, like I'm still here. I'm still locked in with, I'm here to give what I have, to serve you, to serve the listener, to receive what I'm, giving. And sometimes that's one of the core things I try to do all the time. Just converse with him first, converse with God.
Yeah.
And then, man, it's that inner desire that, again, people feel what I'm doing, not just listen.
There you
not
go.
just hear it.
Right.
And if in that effort, I want to feel like that I've exuded every bit of what I have for that one moment, because there's somebody out there. I've performed out here on White Street. I think I've counted more than one time on my hand that night. But each time, I always remember there's somebody out there that didn't hear me before.
Come on, brother.
Somebody's never experienced what I do. And I want to make sure that new person receives what I'm giving, but also the people that have heard me before.
Yeah.
It's like, man, you never cease to just surprise me with something else. And I was like, man, because I'm a different person from the last time you saw me.
Come on.
You could have just saw me last week.
Yeah.
And I'm a different person from that person.
That's it.
So that's what drives me, man. Just what is it that they're going to receive? And if the listener receives it well, then that means giving everything that I know.
Yeah.
Tired it all.
Tired it all. In this world of social media, this world of likes, followers, quote unquote friends, a lot of it I can dig.
Yeah.
A lot of it, it ain't clicking with me. Now that may be the old head in me or whatever, but when it comes to artistry, brother, when I scroll through, and this is why we even started doing this.
Yeah.
When I scroll through on one of the social media pages, it's not the numbers I look at. It's while I'm scrolling through, if whatever your artistic expression just did to me and for me, I'm gonna stop on your page.
Yes, sir.
Whether it's 2 followers or 200,000 followers.
Yeah.
To me, artistry doesn't have a number on it, a like on it, a friends list on it. Doesn't have that. But to some, it's become very important.
Yeah.
In this age of social media. Educate or give me your heart of your feeling as an independent artist in this new age of social media and doing what you need to do, the pros, the cons, because the pros for me too are, hey man, it's an outlet for people who've never heard you.
Right.
It's an outlet to give your expression to the world. So keep writing those songs, keep putting those posts up, keep doing that. I'm not, I'll never say not do that. That we do what we do. We posting up our thing. We hope we get people watching it as well. But as an artist, I always let other artists know, please don't let the numbers dictate to you if your art is quality or not.
That's right.
So that's just my take.
That's real. That's real. Social media, I had to learn early on that it's always a resource and not the source.
Come on, man. That's it.
And though I've, over time, I've learned how to utilize it, I also don't let it, like you said, I don't let it be the end all be all for me. And I've also been taught watching and learning from other people and being affirmed. It's like you said, not being so caught up on the amount of likes or amount of views and things like that. Because at some regard, that one viewer has no choice but to be what I call the humanistic algorithm of itself. That one viewer, whether it be tomorrow, whether it be days, whether it be months to years later, it's going to travel to someone else. It's going to get to another person. And it shouldn't dictate how often or how little you post on there. So it's like you utilize it and allow it to help you and be an accessory. But don't let it be the primary or only, because if social media is your thing and you walking around with this head up like I got 100,000 followers, but then later on when you get invited to a show, or if you put a show on yourself and you only got 5 people, something's not telling the truth. We're not gonna get down that rabbit hole.
No, I can dig it.
It's like at the end of the day, if I can perform in front, no different from my level of performance. I don't care if I'm in front of 5
there you go.
or 5,000.
Right.
Every person that's in that room or space has to leave feeling like I just received something from that guy.
There you go.
Because I'm gonna give everything I got no matter who's in the room. When I'm in the room by myself,
come on,
I'm giving everything I have.
There you go.
And so, man, I appreciate social media. It's been a joy. I've been able to be forwarded some great connections and doors through it. But I don't let it control me. I cannot let it control me. And even to outside of the artistry or in addition to it, it can become addictive if you're not careful. Just as much as a drug, as much as alcohol, those different things. Social media can become addictive if you allow it. I struggle sometimes because I have to tell people that message me like, hey, I am not on here as much as you think.
Gotcha.
I'm so sorry. Like, please understand. I was like, listen, if you ever message me and it's delayed, charge it to my head, not my heart. Because some of the posts I put, I schedule them to control myself, to make sure that I don't get too engulfed, because I've been guilty of it before. You know what I mean? Getting so caught up in social media that I forget what's going on around me, whether it be family, whether it be just life, work, all those things. And so I'm just like, man, I had to learn to balance it. There has to be a perfect balance. And if after a while, you don't have to be on a label, but if you have a team, at some point, you can have a team that helps assist you with that, to where like you can keep your hand balanced. Like, I'm not doing too much, but I'm doing enough.
Enough.
So
that's right. Come on, man. It's about that team, you know. And I remember you brought a shout to hip hop as being one of the foundations of your artistic journey. The respect I have for hip hop goes real deep, and it's, you know, especially having family, you know, from South Bronx, still there today. And Bronx Rivers Project. So that whole thing was like embedded, like millions of people. But that area, I remember talking about independent artistry. I believe, and so much respect to hip hop, when you hear people say they were selling out the trunk of their car. They were right there on the corner. They were doing what they do for themselves. I
still hold dear to that.
Come on now, you feel me?
I feel every bit.
I'm gonna pass the baton. Go for it.
Like that. Like I love, like, you know, the joy of being an indie artist is still having that human connection with people. This is a term I've used for a long time, not just as an artist, but even when I was a worship pastor for about 9 years at a church and things like that. And I still mentor people and consult churches. But my goal was always, man, people over product. And if you care about the people, then they'll care about the product.
Come on,
so
man.
sometimes, even in addition to like not utilizing social media as the ultimate source, I still to this day wish that we could use physical copies and go around and I can put them in my trunk or whatever. Like, hey, if you want to hear my music,
there you go.
Yeah, go follow me on there.
There you go.
But I got physical copies.
Come on.
I just saw a video or a documentary of somebody saying that over in Japan, they've gotten back to the physical copies thing.
Yes, they have.
And allowed, and showing the resources of how much that has flipped all over again.
That's right.
And they're buying it. They're
buying
constantly
man.
getting it. And
That's
I'm
right.
like, since the U.S. is always catching up to stuff anyway,
That's right.
I'll be glad when we get back to that.
Come on.
I love that. Like, I love connecting with people, to the point where I was like, well, if I can't do physical copies of music, switch to merchandise or, or both to where I can have that connectivity with folks and be like, hey, how much, well, the CD is this much.
Yeah.
Man, all I got is such and such. Okay, cool.
Gotcha.
Tell me what you got. You know, and maybe that's also the ex-drug dealer in me. Be like, hey, well, what you got?
Right.
What you got?
First one free, right.
You only got 15?
Right.
Cool. Well, give me 12 because you might need to eat. You might be hungry.
Right,
those type of things.
Right. I can
you know what I mean? So it's that aspect of being able to connect with people organically rather than feeling like you got to keep. There's a fourth wall that I always say that we have between the stage and the crowd. And that fourth wall sometimes makes them subconsciously feel like we're supposed to be above them or vice versa. And I'm the type of person, I have to break that fourth wall. Like if you see me on stages, this and that, it's nothing for me to jump off stage and come to the folks.
Come to the folks. That's
like
right,
if you've ever seen clips of me, whether it's Friday Night on White or anywhere else, I will jump off a stage in a heartbeat just to connect with the crowd because I want them to know, okay, God has graced me with a gift, but He's graced you with a gift to be a recipient of what I'm doing, to be a listener, to be someone who joins in. I want you to sing with me. If I'm not, even if I'm singing a secular song, a song that universally everybody knows, my job is to lead you to sing, not just lead you in singing. It's easy to just lead you in singing.
Now break that down. Lead you to sing. What do you mean?
To lead you to sing is, I hope that what I'm singing or what I'm performing, whatever, allows you to join me.
Ah, gotcha.
Rather than you just listen.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and if anything, to the point where the roles are reversed. So now, I'm the listener because I'm listening to you.
There you go.
If I can get a whole crowd, I start a song like so wake me up when it's all up, and they know it. Hey, sing along, and I'm saying sing along.
There you go.
When I put this mic out there,
oh man,
I'm now the listener.
Hey, come on, man.
So now all of a sudden I'm the fan.
That's right.
You know, because even when it comes to music, I'm a fan first, who just so happens to be an artist.
To be an artist, man. And when that audience stage energy connects, come on, man.
There's nothing like it.
Now that is the beautiful atom bomb, not the other one they did years ago. That was, but that's the beautiful atom bomb, man. As artists that we create. You just went on and sang a couple of teasers for us, man. But I would love, if you don't mind, singing anything,
man,
off the cuff, if
Okay, man. Well, I do this all the time. So there's an old song. What's it? The Temptation song. And a lot of, it has tempo, but sometimes I like to take up-tempo songs and slow them down.
Gotcha.
Because it makes me help feel the lyrics a little better. And one of the joints I like doing all the time is like, I know you want to leave me, but I refuse to let you go.
Yes.
Said if I have to beg and plead for your sympathy, I don't mind, because it means that much to me. Ain't too proud to beg, sweet darling. Okay.
Oh, no, come on, brother, come on.
I get excited over that.
Hey. Now you see what I'm talking about, y'all. Come on. Now, okay, he hit it and quit it. He left us with a cliffhanger, but you dig what I'm saying. You felt that, you felt it as well, man. Oh,
I had to catch myself because I started.
Hey, you home? We here. This is the artist table. We just sitting down rapping,
Oh man.
But you can feel yourself.
Yes.
When you start giving, don't you, man?
Yeah, man. I feel myself all the time, especially with especially classic songs, man, I'm an old soul. Like I'm at the 40, mark and things like that, but I've just got the old soul. I've always, and I credit that to my father and mother and this and that. They just always instilled soul music into me, you know what I mean? Whether it was gospel or soul and R&B, jazz, things like that. And so those things helped me keep the passion and, again, the soul into what I do.
Yes.
And even as an indie artist, with whatever music that God has given me, which goes back to how I said I didn't always like my voice. Yeah. Because even growing up, or as I was becoming an artist more, I had songs, I wrote songs, performed them, recorded them, but then there were times I would get on stages and I either didn't like my voice or didn't trust my own voice. Okay. And even when I meant my own voice, sometimes my own music. So I would just resort to covering somebody else's stuff. Gotcha. But now I'm at a point like, I want to keep singing the stuff that God has given me to the point that people are covering my music the same way I'm covering other people's music.
There you go, brother. That's it.
Yeah. And so anything that I sing, it could be a Stevie Wonder song. Yeah. And he is my ultimate top favorite, artist. Right. But I'm like, I want to sing that song with such a passion that people start to say, yeah, I don't even like hearing the original version no more. Gotcha. I want to hear Mike George's version. Yeah. Because Michael George's version, it's just something about it. Something about it. Right, there's no discredit to that artist. No. But I'm like, I want them to hear, man, I love when you sing Don't Stop Believing. It just sounds different. Like it feels different. I had a friend of mine told me, I kid you not, I would never say his name, but we were singing Don't Stop Believing by Journey, and we got to the end of it, and he said, bro, I can't even front. I started crying. He said, I felt like I was in a worship service with you singing Don't Stop Believing. I said, I ain't gonna lie, that was the goal.
Come on, man, mission accomplished.
Yeah, I said, that was the goal.
There it is.
I said, it's an experience.
Yeah.
I said, and the lyrics of it was, Don't Stop Believing. Right. It's like, that was what I wanted you to feel. That's it, man. Like, I want you to feel that part and be encouraged by those words. That's it. Don't stop believing in love. Don't stop believing in humanity. Don't stop believing in anything from a positive light that God has allowed us to have. Come on, man. You know what I mean? So, I feel what you mean because when I used that term just now, you feel yourself. Yeah. It can have a negative connotation too for people, but we were already there where you understood and you broke it down just now about what I feel a powerful tool as an artist, especially one that, in any artistic expression, to be able to feel yourself for yourself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us, what advice can you give another artist, man, about what you just broke down about yourself? And you basically already just gave that advice. But what else can you tag on that about the importance of an artist believing in themselves and the importance of feeling that I'm proud of myself? Yeah. I'm doing something I love and I'm proud of what I just did. Yeah. The first thing or number one thing I would say, and I tell people this often, even when I'm training voices or even just talking to encourage people, competence clearly is not the issue because God has given you an ability. No matter what that artistic delivery is, singing, playing, drawing, painting, poems, whatever. It's the confidence. Confidence. And it's a factor of knowing not necessarily who you are, but who is in you and what's in you. And Rick Rubin said something. Shout out to him, legend. I am a sponge all the time. And he said something about music, and I believe Dr. Dre said something like that too. He was like, if you don't believe in what it is that you're doing, nobody else will. No, they won't. They won't. You have to enjoy what you're putting out for yourself first. Because if you believe in it yourself, if you believe in that product, it's going to cause other people to organically feel and believe in that product. And so I say, man, if you got to take a moment in retrospect and listen to yourself again, feel yourself again. Because when you feel yourself from that place of like, hey, I'm proud of me, or I believe in what I've been given and what I've been tasked to do, then it doesn't come off in a negative connotation. Right. It doesn't come off in what people, arrogance or all that stuff. It just comes off in, man, you really believe in it. Yeah. Help me to believe in it too. Yeah. Or it's like, dang, you believe in your gift. I believe in it now.
There
You know what I mean?
There
And
you go.
that has helped me, man. These past probably 6, 7 years, it's helped me more now than it ever has in the 20 plus years that I've done this.
Wow.
Because I didn't know that that's what it took.
Mm-hmm.
I seen other people negatively carry themselves, you know, whether it's arrogantly or any of those things.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw too many negative examples to where I was turned away. And I said, you know what? That's not for me.
Mm-hmm.
But the more I said it's not for me, the more my creator.
Yeah.
I am a creative because of the creator. You are a creative because of the creator.
Mm-hmm.
And so because he created you to do what you got to do, you got to create and believe in it because of the creator that put it in you.
Come on, brother.
You didn't put it in yourself.
Didn't do that. We didn't do this.
We didn't do this.
That's right.
I didn't ask for this.
That's right.
I promise I didn't ask for it. If you came to me and said, man, I want what you got,
Yeah.
I'd be like, all right.
Yeah.
You
there
sure?
go. Yeah.
Go ahead. Now, it's going to be a whole lot that's coming with it.
Come on.
And I don't want to go in it because that might scare you. However, it doesn't scare me anymore.
There you go, man.
You know what I mean?
Come on now, y'all. Other artists around the world who are viewing this again right now. This is why we do it. This is why myself, my co-producer Rick Schweiner, believe in the process of the passion. We believe that artistry is what the world not just needs, but must have.
Must have.
Whenever there was a war going on, whenever there was something positive, whatever, there was a song written about it, a movie done about it, pictures taken about it, poems written about it. Artistry is what it's all about. And you artists, we're going to specifically talk to you through all of what our brother Mike just gave us today. And we're going to tag it by saying, be you. Keep creating. Keep writing. Keep being who you are, because can't nobody tell your story but you. Nobody can deliver your artistry but you. And if you don't give what you've got to say, the world will never know what it's all about that you need to give us, because we need to hear and see and feel what you have. Brother, thank you again for today, man. We appreciate you. Much respect. Keep on keeping on, man.
Yes, sir.
And I consider it a true blessing to know that your artistry is, and will continue to feed the world in what we need.
Man, I appreciate the
You're
opportunity.
the real, man.
Thank you so much.
You got it, brother.
Peace and blessings.
All right, y'all.